In today's video, we're going to look at the Blackmagic Camera app and the new zoom features that it has. You can zoom really slow or really fast, all the way up to 10 seconds of a zoom range. And we're going to talk about the different lenses. For example, in like the iPhone 17 Pro Max, how far can you zoom in optically before you get into the digital zoom for each one of the different lenses? So let's get right into it. We're going to show some examples. Okay, here's the Blackmagic Camera app. I'm actually controlling that through my iPad here because my camera is actually facing behind me into this scene. We're going to use this test painting that I have back here. It's a little bit of a scary looking painting someone did. We bought this at a garage sale. Let me zoom into it a little bit. It's two little clowns, and we had that in our grandkids' room, and they were scared of this picture actually scared them. Anyways, we're going to use that as a sample here. So what the Blackmagic Camera app can do now is, for example, here I'm going to go to 24 millimeter, and I can go into these settings, and right now I have it set to 5 seconds. So I'm at 1x right now, so 24 millimeter, and if I click on 2x, I'm zooming in 5 seconds into 2x. Now 2x is actually 48 millimeter. So if you go to the next setting, which is 48 millimeter, you're still at 48 millimeter. 48 millimeter on the iPhone 17 Pro Max is still optical because it's cropping into the sensor. It's not needing to go into a digital range to produce the image. But like if we go back to 24 again, go to 2x, we're going to zoom in 5 seconds. Now if I go to 4x, now we're going into the digital zoom range. Now this is where it should start breaking down in quality. Let me move this over just a little bit here. I can go to 8x. And you can go all the way to 15x. But this is like super digital zooming here. Not what you would really want to do. I'm going to go back out to 1x. Now if I go to the 13 millimeter lens, let's go to there right now, 13 millimeter. On this lens, if you go to 1x, you're going to go to 26 millimeter. So we're going from 13 millimeter, we're zooming in to 26 millimeter. And you can go to 2x, but at that point, you're going into the digital realm, so you're no longer optical. Go back to the regular 0.5, 13 millimeter. So you've got all these different ranges. So from 13 millimeter, you can go from 13 millimeter and zoom in to 26 millimeter, all optical. And when you go past that, then you're going into digital. And when you're in 24 millimeter, you can zoom in to 2x, to 48 millimeter, and that's all optical, so you get really good image quality, and anything past that you're going to digital. But now you can go to 100 millimeter, go there, and you can zoom in to 8x right here, and this actually pushes you up to 200 millimeter, and you are zooming in to optical, just like you would be at the 200 millimeter. Now if you go to 200 millimeter, you can see we're already there. Now, if you can't go past 200 without it being digital. Now, right now, we're optical because of that other lens that we're using, but you can go to like 12x, up to 16x, to 24x. You just lose some quality because now you're going into the digital range of shooting with the camera, with whatever lens you're using. Now, let's go back out to 24 real quick. I'm going to go into the setting here. Right now I have it set to 5 seconds. I'm going to change this all the way up to 10 seconds. And now we're going to zoom into 2x And you'll see, well, look at this nice, super nice zoom. So we're zooming into 48 millimeter. You can zoom back out. Nice, steady, smooth zoom. And I'm going to show some examples of this out shooting. You can shoot this way actually on a tripod, or you don't even need to be on a tripod if you're using one of the image stabilization settings. Actually, I might have that even on. Let me see what I have it on. Now I'm on standard. Let me turn it off right now. Now I turn the image stabilization off. The image gets a little bit wider. Let's go to, let's go to zoom in again to 2x. This is running at 10 seconds to zoom in. So you can do some awesome, really nice, smooth zoom ins. Actually, I had the Insta360 Luna Ultra camera. I actually sent it back. I had so many problems with it. And my cell phone actually has using this feature in the Blackmagic Camera, this is so much better for zooming. Okay, if we go to 100 millimeter, and we wanted to zoom in to 200 in 10 seconds, nice and smooth zoom. Now I've got lots of different cameras going on. I'm filming myself right now with my older DJI Pocket 3, and I'm controlling my iPhone 17 Pro Max with my iPad because my iPhone is actually aiming behind me, and I'm recording the screen within the phone itself. So I'm hoping all this is going to work out right. So there's 100 millimeter. Now we're going to just go to 200 millimeter. And we can zoom in, like let's go to all the way to 16x. So it's going to take 10 seconds to go to 16x. Now this is going into the digital cropping, digital zoom, so the quality would go down. But sometimes, depending on what you're shooting, it's not too bad. You can actually get much more zoom range out of this than something like the new Insta360 Luna Ultra or the DJI Pocket 4P. And your cell phone can be very stable when you're holding it and you're using one of the image stabilization settings. Anyways, let's take a look at some footage out shooting some boats. I'm going to go shoot some boats. A little bit of other things. And that's what today's video about. I hope you liked today's video. Here's my iPhone 17 Pro Max, and I was shooting this with the scenery behind me back there. This is my little home studio, and this whole home studio back behind me is getting ready to be teared down because we're putting the house up for sale here soon, and we are going to be moving to the country of Panama. I've mentioned that a couple times. We've been delaying that because we have a dog that has to fly with us, and they won't fly the dog in the cargo area out of Orlando until the temperature gets below 85 degrees. So we're kind of in the middle of summer right now. I think we were hitting like 100 something degrees today. It was very hot, so they can't fly him right now. But we are going to put the house up for sale here soon, and then hopefully get the temperatures down to get the dog with us over to Panama. And then once we're in Panama, I'll be making a lot more videos, plus I'll be making some more videos here. Anyways, like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.